ramen fried rice, which if you don't know what that is, you break your ramen up into tiny pieces.
We're doing that thing.
Combine it with
the Jay
rice.
just said he didn't
And
want
that's
us to do.
what I'm eating.
Every time.
But I'm calling it out.
This is supposed to be cold open. I don't know why you haven't fucking started yet.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Torchlit Tavern.
There it is.
We are a real play TTRPG podcast focused on narrative-driven storytelling and character growth or something like that. Mainly, I say that because I just want them to make their own decisions.
But sometimes we end up talking about Gert when we do that.
Yeah, so it really kind of conflicts with why I should allow them to make their own decisions. My name is Jameson Oxford. I will be your game master today. We are playing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, but today I'm going to claim that we're playing Boggle, and I know nothing about Boggle.
We didn't do that last time because I opened it.
It's fine, it's fine.
I'm sorry, Jay, I fucked up.
No, it's fine.
We were playing Battleship.
It was your first time, it's okay.
Yeah, it was your first time, it's okay.
Battleships.
But this part is not your first time, because playing with me today is Ryan Santos.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Ryan. I play number 9 and 9.1 and 9.2. And there's a cat here now, but yeah.
Jeffrey Lisk.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jeff. I play the rest of us. Anyways, I play Reyes Krin, who's a homebrew race Crestkin, and a rogue and a little bit of a monk these days.
Mitchell Travis.
I play Averu. He is a cross-class barbarian druid, and I have a pupper, and his name is Blinky. He's a blink dog.
And last and most newest to the show, Katie Mischief.
Most newest.
I'm Katie Mischief. I play Evalina Chopin. She is a tiefling inquisitor, cross-class cleric paladin, a palaric.
Amazing.
Or a claridin.
Claridin, clear.
I think we landed clear. Yeah, we landed pretty hard on Claridin Clear last time. Big fan of it.
Clean, clear, and under control.
Once again, we are Torchlit Tavern. If you like the show, check out our Twitch stream. We do that. Also, we have a Patreon, and we have a Ko-Fi if you want to support us. I'm not here to shill, though. I'm here to start playing Dungeons and Dragons. So, Jeff.
Blam! I mean, Blackpowder.
Get that fucking fork out of your mouth.
Last time on Torchlit Tavern, Blackpowder.
Getting entry, even as a inquisitor with a prisoner, is going to raise a lot of questions. Particularly if that prisoner is also an inquisitor. There's a flash in Reyes' mind, and he hears a familiar voice.
There you are.
Rook.
Yes, Reyes.
Are you nearby?
No, I'm having an amazing time in Santos. But I'm about done. I'll come visit. I need to thank you.
Okay.
Evalina absolutely knows that the Crack-A-Cola building was destroyed.
I remember. Oh, so we're just not going to tell me?
Nay, not yet.
Nod.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm storming off. I probably will come back, but this is too big of a hit to my pride to just stand there and take it.
I do, as mean and gruff as Reyes seems to be, I trust him.
Do you trust the Deru?
I do. And Bobby.
Do you trust me?
Yes.
Then sit and make camp and pout with me. This is how us ladies do it.
I want to let you guys know that this lovable moment is going to get more lovely because I have decided that it is your turn to win the cat lottery as a wild cat enters the campfire. You have been chosen. It's finally your turn to own a cat.
I'm with it.
What are we going to do when we get to Bree and we have a prisoner that is an inquisitor?
Well, I know I can get in easily with 9. I saw the light behind Franz's eyes, but he is fully taken over by the devil, so we can't convince him to help us now. And I think each of you guys can be able to smuggle yourselves in and meet at the central point, yes?
I nod.
All right, you killed this check, so I want it to work with you, but I need you to work with me a little bit on why they wouldn't still want his paperwork.
Oh, I don't mind giving them his paperwork. I just don't want them to take off the gag.
Okay. They still want his card. If you give him the paperwork, they let you through.
I go, here is his card, but he is frothing at the mouth.
Yeah, in fact, one of the guards runs up, and he's like, I'll help you get through the crowd. Come on, everybody out of the way! We got a sick man! Back in the day, there used to be 5 main churches as part of the Imperial Church. It used to be called the Pentaverate. It was Newman, Moors, St. Dynac, Vespera, and Balthan. Go ahead and say it, Jeff.
Lord of Dirt!
I know you like to.
I thought it was Balthan D's nuts.
More like suck my Balthan. Move on.
In the past 2 generations, though, the Church of Newman was stripped from the Church of the Pentaverate, and it started being referred to as just the Imperial Church. Newman came to war against the primacy and the people of Bree. They sent an entire contingent of Fists of Newman to stamp out what they had called evil. But the higher-ups and the mighty warriors of the Primacy Inquisition fought them valiantly in an off-site, destroying them and ending that fight. And because of that treachery, no one worships Newman openly in Bree anymore. There's just the 4 churches. And you guys are now standing in front of the Imperial Church in all its majesty. The guard who was told to, that you guys have a severely sick person does not want to be around the sick person and leaves. I also don't want to deal with it anymore, so he leaves.
I thank him.
And you guys are standing there, and I don't know why you chose to go to the church first. So Evalina's going to take it from here. I don't know why you chose this location.
I want to see the High Priest. That's my first order of business.
Okay.
The High Priest of what?
Of St. Dynac.
That's High Priest Deno Miramwerla. He's a high priest of Dynac. He's a dwarf.
And a Valerian?
Huh? Both Valeria and Bree have the same naming convention.
Deno, what was the last name?
His name is Priest Deno. His last name is Mir Amwerla, which just means from Werla.
So, what is the next step now that we've met up?
I am going to go inside, and I am going to talk to High Priest Deno, and then we will head to my home.
Is there any reason we are heading to your home?
It is a safe place to be.
I believe that questionable.
There are beds and food, and it's a good starting point.
You have a safer place in mind, Rask?
Within the city, the outskirts are always the safest.
Can I go talk to my priest now?
I nod.
Yeah, should we go in behind you? Do you want us to stay right here?
You are more than welcome to either come inside or stay out here.
I think we should stick together until we know that we can trust young Chopin. 'Cause, every time she wanders off, I get itchy.
I nod.
You should shower.
I make a slight giggle at that.
Why, Nine? I thought we had a good thing going.
I'm just saying you should. It would be healthier for you. I'm kind of worried about that, honestly.
This is a defense mechanism.
Okay, I mean, I did hear about that story of the guy that never showered in his life, and then he showered once and he died, so maybe you're right.
Yeah, see, I heard that too. Why risk it? You guys go into the Imperial Church. This large church where one can pay homage to one of the 5 main Brian gods. Now 4. But inside of it, you immediately are just greeted by this huge empty space. You go through a short hall. There's just one of the gate priests just sort of nods at you and gives you a blessing as you walk in. And you guys are allowed in. There's a line. You don't necessarily need to be in it because the line is for the blessing as you go in.
Is there anyone looking at me weird for holding an inquisitor over my shoulder walking through a church?
Absolutely, sir.
I figured.
With a cat.
Yeah. Inquisitor on one shoulder, cat on the other.
Okay.
If the person at the gate looks at us funny, I just hold up my ring.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, how often are you here?
Whenever I definitely come for services, and this was pretty much the only place that I could spend any time with my mom, so I was probably here quite a bit.
All right. As you hold up your ring, you get this sort of weird look as they take everything in, but the person who's doing it goes, Priestess Evalina? But is too busy, is caught up. You don't necessarily recognize her, but you are recognized.
As we walk by, I wave at them.
It just sort of questioned. Nobody's here to stop you. It's not policed. It's a church, so you can go in.
I move in within sight range of them, and even within hearing range of them, but we're trying to stay relatively broken up so that you don't notice a gaggle of weird people together. So, and I'm probably hunched down much closer to a Deru's height.
Okay.
And I move my way in.
Evalina, is anyone going to worry about the cat? Is the cat allowed in here?
That's what calls the heat down on you. The whole primacy comes down on you for bringing a cat into church. That's what does it.
I've never been here. I don't know.
There will be no problem with the cat.
Okay.
Kit. Kitty. I incite the cat. I believe it's a cat.
Fuck.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is
Hell yeah,
that is that my under 20 roll I've been waiting for? To see if the cat's a cat?
Ryan doesn't believe it's a cat.
I rolled an Mitch, so...
Fuck
Oh,
yeah!
Play the
baby!
track. It's our favorite song. All right. As you're checking out a cat, like, what is up with this cat? Where did it go? Hey, this is the same cat. It's wearing my ribbon.
Yeah, altogether
guys...
it's a 9 with insight.
It's definitely a cat. It is a boy cat.
It's an 11.
Rather cute. And
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Ryan, no trust.
Ryan and
blocky boy cat
9.1
head.
do not trust this cat.
You shouldn't. You should never trust a cat. That's just Jay's hot take. Don't trust the cat.
There.
As you guys enter, you guys go through the main entryway and you end up in this humongous entryway. As all churches are built, it is designed to inspire awe, and it's so high before you see the roof. And it's been split into 5 sections. The one directly ahead of you is tarped off. It looks like one of the statues has been decommissioned, and nothing has ever been done about it. It's just sort of walled off. But the other statues are all standing tall, and they are colossal stone creations of the gods, of the 4 other gods that make up the church. And in front of each one of them, you also see like a supplicant, like this small statue or some other thing that stands like at their feet or beneath them. And yeah, you see that there are basically little altars in front of those smaller statues that people are walking up to give their respects to the gods to.
Hey, Evalina, your church is just really beautiful, but what's wrong with that statue?
It's not safe to talk about it here. Even though we're in a place of worship, there are ears everywhere, and everybody's trying to make just some gold. And I head towards my high priest's office.
I'll say this. When she points it out, Evalina, who is known to always just be sort of tarped off and gathering dust, it looks like work is starting to be done on whatever's over there. Like something's starting to either be torn down or changed. And that's interesting.
I'll have to talk to my mother about that. If she eventually sees that we're home, I kind of whisper to myself.
Last time you saw your mother, she did tell you she had work at the church to do. So you might bump into her here since you came here. We'll see. Where do you take them? Where is it you're going? You're going to St. Dynac?
Yes, and I'm taking all of us to Deno, who I trust implicitly.
So yeah, so this place, this giant Pentagon-shaped room with its high ceiling.
Pentagonal.
Like, to the right of each statue is like an offshoot of the church that goes to the smaller church to each of those gods, where they would hold their services and have their quarters. You take them to the first character on the right, this giant statue of Saint Dynac, who appears to be this fatherly figure. He's looking down on everybody like he's proud of them all. And he's got a shield in one hand, and in his other hand is no weapon, but just a hand outstretched like he's trying to, like, help someone up. And he's looking down at anybody who enters the temple. You basically go under his hand and through the doorway, and you follow Evalina to the quarters, where she knocks on a door to Priest Deno's office.
Is he there?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what his voice is, because I didn't give it any thought at all.
As we walk past the statue, 9 does have the thought to like try and reach out to the hand, but doesn't do so.
It is important to note how big this place is. You couldn't reach it. Your 9-foot ass.
Rad.
Rad.
Like 9 does that little hop like you do at the stop sign.
But it's like, it's awe-inspiring enough to where like she kind of wants to reach back, but doesn't.
You knock on the door, and a friendly but gruff voice responds back.
Yes. Who's out there? Who's bothering me? I'm trying trying to get ready. I can't think at all. There's always somebody.
You hear some footsteps, and the door opens, and standing 4 feet in front of you, not just 4 feet in front of you, but also 4 feet tall in front of you, is a bald-headed, white-bearded dwarven man. He is very old, and his back is starting to hunch, but he has this sort of like friendly grandfatherly face. And you see him, he looks up and up and up at how tall Evalina is, and you see his face lights up, and he's like, Sister Evalina!
Hi, Priest Denno. It is so great to see you.
Yeah, I thought you weren't in town. Come in. And then he takes in the rest of the group, and he gets this look on his face like, what brings you to the church today?
I have, unfortunately, a very serious problem, and I need your and Saint Dynac's guidance.
Before you go forward in this conversation, what is your relationship with Priest Denno in the past? What do you think it's been?
It's very much been, my mom told me I kind of had to pick a church, right? and I was kind of a little asshole about it when I was younger. And he was the only one that didn't treat me special because of who my mom was.
Okay.
Of the churches. And that made me respect him to begin with. And now he takes a fatherly role in my life because my dad's not really around. So when I had issues with people, I would go to him and I would tell him about it. And he would, instead of being like, like the answer that I would have done, which is like beat him up or whatever, I would talk to him and he'd be like, well, this is where you're messing up. So sure. I have a lot of respect. He's like a dad to me. He's the one that I'm turning to in all of this craziness.
All right. Then he says, yeah. Problems. But you know what? First things first. Bend down here. Come here. He puts his arms up for a hug.
I give him a hug.
That's right. You know the drill. What trouble have you gotten yourself into this time, girl?
Well, let me start at the beginning, I guess. I completed...
who are they? Introductions, please.
Okay, it's a part of the story. But this is Reyes. He's a fishman. This is...
Kreskin. All right.
Yes, we just call him Fishman.
Okay.
This is Aderu. He changes shape.
Okay.
Okay. All right. No comment. That's fine. This is 9.
Like you said, it's a story. We'll have to get through it.
This is 9. She is my very best friend, other than Avon.
Hi. I'm number 9.
And we're just telling him all of our names. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. And he gives Evalina a
and that's
point.
Finnboggy.
Oh my god. You just watch Finnboggy falls into a chair, the nearest chair, with his head in his hands.
I sat through gritted teeth of the rest of the introductions, but when she introduces Finnboggy, I hang my head and I walk out because, he's right. This is insane. And that's one of the more famous people in the entire primacy to have just dropped a name like that.
Just play off of her being crazy. Adair is not even there and she introduced him.
Oh, I thought he came in.
Yeah, no, Adaru's not with y'all. He was in line, and you guys didn't see him enter.
I thought he meted back up. Bad.
You guys did get sort of rushed through, but it's only now that you realize that Adaru isn't there. First of all, Denno looks at you all. Denno looks at you guys, and he looks at Evalina, and then he starts to laugh. Oh, okay, you're playing some sort of prank. I see. There's only 3 people, right? And then he is like, and also a cat. I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, then it's good that one of us is missing, because he's also a cat.
You know that the Warforged are quite heavy. They will damage the marble flooring. I'm going to have to ask you to have the Warforged removed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
She is capable of softening her steps, I'm sure.
Please do. She?
Yes. She is a sentient creature.
A ton's a ton, lady. A soft ton is still a ton.
The joke is the joke is being very thick at this point, Evalina, but I don't know that I get it anymore.
This is no joke. I joined the Inquisition. The final test of the Inquisition, or the final stage of becoming an Inquisitor.
Oh, congratulations. I heard that you had finally...
They put a devil in your head.
Evalina, this joke is not funny.
It is no joke.
There's a devil in there.
Ma'am, could you please get the door? He says to 9.
Of course.
I'm on the other side of that door. I said I walked away.
Okay.
I sit in a pew somewhere.
All right.
To be clear.
Did you want to come in before I close the door? Okay. I close the door.
All right. Start from the beginning.
I regale him of the story of what it was like to be taken to the place in Porto San Mar and what happened. Exactly how I remember it happened.
I'm going to assume that you don't hold anything back from Mr. Deno here, seeing as you've held 0 back so far.
No, I trust him implicitly.
Okay.
It could be a downfall. I don't know.
You catch him all the way up from the moment you left, or from the moment you became an Inquisitor to getting here, all the way through the Feywild?
Yeah, I explained that I went to the Feywild and all of that junk.
9 chimes in whenever she feels necessary, and just like, yeah, that's what happened.
I tell him with triumph, with like a triumphant tone, how Saint Dynak protected me in the Feywild.
Over the course of the story, he has sat down, much like Finnboggy. Like you've hit him with a lot. Does anyone else know you're here?
I don't know. I don't think so, but the guards at the gates probably saw me come here but it's not unnatural for me to want to come to see my mother. I just don't know who to turn to if not you.
So you're saying to me that you and he, and he points at List, I'm assuming you have List here in the room, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Are possessed by devils, but you are not affected in the way that he is.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Excuse me. He goes to the door, and he rings like a little bell, and a page runs up, a young cleric runs up, and he says, could you please talk to Father Eustace and make sure that he is aware that he will be doing tonight's service? I am going to be busy for the rest of the evening. Thank you. And the cleric runs off, and he turns back. Bring him. And he brings you guys into a further room past his office where he has like his own altar.
Yes, I am familiar, and I take him right to it.
So bold that you think you've ever been in his inner sanctum, but yeah, you have. He's very open man.
He's my dad. He's my real dad.
He points at the altar and at 9 as like, gently, please.
I drop him.
Like hard. He's like, what? Unnecessary.
I'm sorry, he was very mean to us.
It is quite silent in here if you wish to unmuzzle your friend.
I don't know. He was very loud when we were getting in.
It'll be okay.
Yes, it will. He starts moving to set up, like, his circle. Like, this is a cleric of St. Dynak's altar. Magic exists in this world, and it is rigged to quickly and easily help him set up for all his various spells. Evalina, you recognize the spell he casts as Magic Circle Against Evil, or Protection from Evil, or whatever the fuck 5th edition calls it nowadays.
Right.
Protection from evil and good.
Yes.
But I think there is also a circle that binds transplanar things still.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a much higher level spell. It sucks.
Yeah. It's we're gonna start here. He does that, and he doesn't tell you to untie List, but he does. He admonishes 9. 9 was it?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm sorry.
Please, if her story is accurate, then that is a victim.
You're right. I'm sorry. I remove the gag.
Man, if there was there, he'd show you a victim.
High Priest Deno, you must help me. These people are liars. They've cut me a prisoner. They are criminals and traitors. You must, for the sake of the primacy, you must let me go.
You may have my father convinced you are the perfect vessel, but you will not be able to convince High Priest Deno that what you are doing is right.
I'm not convinced of anything yet, Evalina, but I have ways of finding out if what you say is true. I suggest that you stay here with him while I go get the proper essences and things that I need, the incense. I need to restock. If you wait here, I'll be back soon, and we can test everything you've said.
Do you need help?
9 is a great helper.
Roll persuasion.
Do I get advantage because she vouched?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I was.
Worth a
I
shot.
thought I was
Worth a
rolling.
shot.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would actually argue that Evalina needs to roll.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
19. No.
Yeah, no, it's
20.
better that
Dirty
she rolled
20.
than I do.
It's better that she rolls anyway, yeah.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Sure. Yes, why not? For more hands that meets for less work.
Okay.
You guys made a bit of a show coming in. You might want to convince your friend to join you, but I will check in with him on my way out.
I'm going to leave 0.1 and 0.2 here.
Okay.
They will watch over list while 9 is gone.
All right.
And Evalina stays. Because that's what he told me to do, and I do what my father tells me. My true father. The father I love and respect.
You 9 and Priest Deno head out, and Reyes, you are sitting at a pew. Reyes, while you've been out there, you've been taking in everything. You've been watching people go up and leave offerings and prayers at these various statues. You've had a bit more chance to take in what's down here. You get a better look at the little statues that are less impressive, right? In front of Vespra, you see this half-dressed woman clutching to her leg, and she's staring up at her in almost like this envious way, like oh my god, this goddess. In front of the god Moors, you see these two men locked in a fight. One man is attempting to kill the other. In front of Balthan, you see a man sleeping at Balthan's feet, like he's just taking a nap. And in front of St. Dianac, you see the shepherd watching a pig that's just devouring a mountain of food. This pig is just single pig eating this whole pile of food.
Man, fuck that pig.
Yeah. And also,
thank you.
and you can kind of see Newman. You just see this man. The only thing not covered is this one figure staring up directly at, like trying to look the statue, what you would assume is in the eyes.
Okay.
Something about it all feels weird, but everybody's going about business as usual.
Is there some sort of check I can make?
You can make a religion check if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I also have a wand of magic detection, but I don't know if that'll be super helpful here.
You can try it if you want.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Give me a second while I get my skills up. Religion's not going to be one of the ones I'm good at, but we'll try it anyway. At least it's int-based. Hey, look at that, 18.
You're not a religious person, I'm guessing. And if you had a religion, it's probably not this one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You do know enough about, from what you've heard, that none of these statues sound familiar. They feel out of place. And you can't help but notice that the altars are almost placed as if the altars are being given to the little statue, not the big one. Like, the way they're situated. It feels incorrect.
Okay.
And it's that as this thought is kind of happening to you, that Deno and 9 walk up. And they're going very slowly because Deno is just turning to 9 every 3 feet, going, softly, softly, slowly.
I am stepping as daintily as 9 possibly can.
Hold on. And he goes and he grabs some rags and he's puts them down. Oh, step on those and then shuffle.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and they come out and you see that he nods in your direction and he doesn't go try to come at you, but he sort of nods and points at 9 and we're going out. Do you want to join us? Sort of a vibe.
Yeah, I do, but I don't make it so direct. And in fact, if I can, I'd like to kind of signal to him that I'm not going to, and then secretly do anyway.
Okay. You follow them. You don't go with them.
Yes.
Roll stealth.
Really? Of all the times.
What'd you get?
Nat 1.
Fuck yeah!
I was going to say I rolled perception, and I got an 11.
My head
It doesn't matter.
My headcanon is Reyesk's immeasurably thick ass just is clamped between the two armrests on this pew, and he just
9.
stands up and takes the whole bench with him.
Yeah, you watch Reyesk do the worst job of blending and following you've ever seen. And it is very clear that you're being followed by Reyesk. But Deno appears to have forgotten his glasses, because he also rolled a nat 1 and does not notice at all, and continuously says over the course of your walk, "Are you sure we don't want to go back for your friend? He looked very lonely."
He's actually just kind of trying to quietly follow behind us.
What? I don't think so. Are you sure you're functioning properly? I didn't know Evalina owned a Warforged unit.
Somewhere, Halor. It's mine. I have the papers.
She says that you're sentient, but I think that there's much going on with that poor young lady. She's gone through quite a bit.
Well, I mean,
Fine, I have the papers.
I can do some things that I think might help prove that I'm a little more than your standard Warforged.
Neat. And you guys walk across the street and head toward the apothecary that he needs to go to.
Yeah, it is neat.
9 approves of that response. Because it was positive.
You know what? You know what it is.
I am pretty neat.
Meanwhile, back in the altar room, his private altar room, List, who can speak again, is sitting on the altar, still tied up. You cannot be so foolish, Evalina. I know you are smarter than this. You know he is going to report you. Whether you are right or not, it would be good for anyone to report this and have somebody come back.
I understand that you do not know the true love of a father.
Fair enough. Does the love of a father replace your nationality, your loyalties?
An interesting question that I will meditate and pray on.
How do you know that these priests are not possessed?
Have you ever, in your life, attempted to shut the fuck up?
9.1's eyes are shifting from List to the cat, back and forth.
Oh, I don't want to encourage this energy, but he says, make me.
I go not in front of the children, huh? I'm just like petting the cat. And
yeah,
then,
the cat's just chilling.
I don't think it is wise to be violent next to a religious altar.
He gets advantage on his saves because he's in this protection against evil. You watch him deflate a little bit, and then he looks back up to you with a different set of eyes. Evalina, where am I? What's going on? What have you done for me?
We are in a church, the Church of St. Dynac. You have been possessed. I am here to help.
What? No. I was becoming an Inquisitor. What's going on?
Part of the ceremony of becoming an Inquisitor, they possess you with the devil. You have spent the last, I believe, 2 weeks possessed.
Evalina, we have had our differences, but this is too cruel. You are lying to me. Where am I? What have you done?
Look into my eyes. I do not lie in the face of St. Dynac. You know this of me.
I'm going to make you roll a persuasion check with a disadvantage because of your previous relationship with him.
Still a 19.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Holy shit.
11 and a 12.
You see, it's not enough to change his opinion of you or whether or not you would lie to him, but you watch him get, like, terrified at the idea that you're telling the truth. Because from his perspective, he has lost days. He has not been in control of himself. He is very confused, and you can see it in his eyes.
Trust me, I get it.
Yeah. If I am possessed, then what? Why aren't you? Another benefit of being your father's daughter, huh?
No, I've been inserted with the same kind of energy. However, Saint Dynac has protected me. And I hope that I can rescue you from this fate.
Yeah. Oh, help, no. It won't work.
It will. Eventually it will.
You will kill him.
Good thing we're in a church, so that we can easily resurrect him.
You will find it not so easy.
Can you try again to shut the fuck up?
Roll Intimidate.
Can I help?
Can you? Can 0.1 help or 0.2 help?
We about to find out.
I like to think of them just like this, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've in my mind, they're
play.
like ready to go, hands out, ready to fucking force strike at any moment.
21.
Trigger happy little shits.
Yeah, she doesn't fucking need the help. Besides, I rolled a 1.
I have really high charisma and wisdom.
List rolls his eyes and gives you like this cocky smile, but does in fact shut the fuck up.
Hold on, I gotta see if I'm into it.
Good, because 0.1 and 0.2 rolled a 3, and it's a -2, so it's a 1.
I'm gonna get to sit on if I'm into it or not. You guys will find out later through actions. It's just me and 0.1, 0.2 and the cat and Litz, right?
And Fimbagi.
Oh, and Fimbagi.
Yeah.
I start having a conversation with Fimbagi.
Wow. Yeah, what's your opener to this?
Yeah, how do you start a conversation with Fimbagi?
How long has it been since you've been in Brie?
Small talk. I love it. I love it so much.
Finboggy, who just watched this interaction, who is like certain this isn't gonna work, but did see like something happen with Liz, like kind of like he got control back, like it's like kind of blown away, and then you just like have that weird flirty conversation with the devil part of him. Let's reiterate, and then you turn to him and say that as he gets quiet, and he just looks at you.
Do you want to pet my cat?
He looks at you and like just like, oh sweetie, just looks at you, looks at Liz. Oh sweetheart, no. Reyes, you follow them to it's an apothecary shop. You don't see him make any moves to speak to anybody other than the apothecary. They're in there for a little while, and they're picking up supplies, just like he said.
Yeah, I figure since I rolled an @1 with my stealth, but like he doesn't see me, which is kind of what I intended, but it doesn't really matter if he sees me because I don't know that I'm failing this bad. I'm probably too close so I can hear them. You know what I'm saying?
Just standing behind him.
You're just standing right.
Not like that close.
The apothecary's like, is that a friend of yours? And the high priest is like, who?
You're waiting outside at just the wrong amount of time. You're like, maybe I should go in. You walk in, and he fully like walks out and hits you full in the chest. Oh, sorry, sir, and he just walks back. What is it you want to hear from them? Because like the fact that you're not hidden from 9 is a goof. But like if you want to eavesdrop, what are you trying to do? Like,
yeah, I'm just trying to listen. That's all. I'm an alchemist, so I have an alchemy kit. I'm trained in it.
Yeah.
And medicine and stuff like that. I could recognize anything that's being said.
Nothing they buy here makes sense to you. It is 100% the tools of a priest, not that of a artificer or alchemist or a medicine man. That's not what he's doing. You do not recognize any of this shit. You're like, oh, that's that shelf I never look at.
Okay.
In these sort of stores, like,
where do the pickled left nuts go?
Fair enough. Yeah, I was just, like I said, listening in. Just I do not trust anyone.
Yeah, that's fine.
For good reason.
Hey, Reyes, can you help me hold some of these?
I deflate even further, and I just put my hands out.
9, you cannot ask a random stranger to hold your stuff while you're shopping.
It's Reyes. It's Reyes.
What? What? No,
yeah, no, I told you he was following behind us.
I met you, Reyes. He's taller.
It's okay.
Better posture.
I'm perfectly hidden from, and now I know I'm perfectly hidden from him. So
yeah. This man needs glasses.
Just reinflates a little bit.
This man needs glasses.
Good enough. Yeah, reinflates just a little bit. Good enough, I guess.
As you guys are moving around, you're doing the shopping. He's taking his sweet time. He does not seem rushed. Eventually, while shopping, you guys do have a weird interaction where this dwarf does walk by and tries to say hi to a fellow dwarf, but this dwarf has his beard shaved, much like Darbin does. And you watch as Deno, who has been nice to every single person that he's interacted with, including you guys, who have fucked up his day tremendously, cold shoulders that dwarf and literally pushes past him not to talk to him.
Oh, I was going to say, do they interact in Dwarvish or in Common?
In Dwarvish. He tries to talk to him in Dwarvish, and he cold shoulders and pushes right past.
9 speaks Dwarvish.
I can see in the dark. I have dark vision.
9 knows Dwarvish, Celestial, and Primordial.
What a weird one to throw in there.
Yeah, I get why he made the choice. I think we talked about it before. It's because he spent time with Underbrew, canonically, so we gave him Dwarvish as a language. The conversation is not a detailed one, but you gather that they are of the same clan, and the one dwarf recognized it. He does not talk back to that dwarf. That dwarf tries to talk to him, and he shoulders past him, rudely. Like, actually, he's not there.
Hey, I know you don't have your glasses, but I know you heard that. That man spoke to you.
It's a dwarf thing.
Is it?
He is beardless.
It is a dwarf thing.
Man, imagine how rough it would be to be a dwarf with alopecia.
If you look back at Reyes silently nods.
So?
Oh.
Is that bad?
It means he has no honor.
Because he doesn't have hair on his face.
We're done here. He pays, and to make sure he's not having this... You know what? Fuck it. He pays and tells you right in front of this guy. It means that he has done something so egregious that his honor was stripped from him. He shaves it, and he finally looks at the guy to warn all of us that he is without honor and without the right of respect. I don't know what he's done. I trust that he does.
But if he did something so bad that was without honor and respect, why would he continue to shave the beard? Because doesn't that respect your traditions?
He smiles at that and he nods. Even an honorless dwarf has more honor than most. Come, we're done here.
Okay, Cave Johnson.
Man, there is Fuzzy. He must have so much honor.
Yeah, so much honor.
So much honor.
So much honor. He's so fuzzy.
No. You trim it too short.
Dungeons and Dragons honor among thieves.
He's got 5 o'clock honor.
Stupid.
God damn it. I wasn't going to laugh, but then Ryan laughed.
He got me. He got me.
5 o'clock honor is very good.
5 o'clock honor is pretty good.
Okay. So he's shaped like Darbin. He's clearly not Darbin. You would have brought
he's
that
not
up right
Darbin.
off the gate. Do I recognize the clan in any way at all? Whether that's the same as what Darbin would be, or maybe for some reason I have some run-ins with dwarf clans, because I imagine it would be hard to see from the
it's obviously a
priest.
visible thing that someone could know, because the other dwarf recognized his clan, so roll me a history check.
Ooh, that's going to be a solid one. I wish that had been my stealth roll. 19.
Yeah, they're the same. You recognize they're the same clan, and that you didn't realize it before, but there is a way that they dress, and they typically will carry some sort of necklace that designates their clan, and you recognize the necklace on both Deno and this other dwarf as Darbin's. It's like the same thing that Darbin wears.
Okay, so my next and final question here is that if they are the same clan as Darbin, then would I notice on this beardless dwarf anything that makes me think, oh, he's probably with Apotheosis?
This dwarf?
Yes.
No, nothing on the dwarf gives you that vibe. This dwarf looks like a dude.
You know, I'm just concerned. He's
He's
the same
here,
clan. He's shaved.
He's here shopping at the apothecary. It looks like he's got a cough.
That was a leap to me. Damn.
He's wondering if every beardless dwarf ends up in Apotheosis.
That's wild. Wow.
That's racist, that's what that is.
Not necessarily wondering if every of them do, but there's so many connections there.
Yeah, no, that's like...
that there's a chance.
That was like a nice glimpse into Reyes' trauma, and that's wild.
There's one too many times.
That was the immediate thought was so
I'm gonna take
wild.
this guy in the back alley, hold a knife to his head, and said, "Who do you work for?"
That was good. That was good.
There's no indication. Even though you're paranoid, you'd be looking for it. The dude gives off no other vibes. He doesn't look at you fucking twice, and you're not being stealthy, as we said. You bump into some shit, and it's literally the only time he looks at you is when you think you're gonna knock something on him.
Yeah.
When you're 4 foot tall, it's a thing you pay attention to. Is when people are clumsy.
That's true. That's true.
You guys buy your shit, and you head back to the church. Reyes, he doesn't move to rat you guys. This guy does seem like he is trying to help. You do listen to him talk to, like, the way he's sort of flippant when he's talking to Nine. You don't know that he's taking everything Evalina says that seriously yet.
Right. Which is a blessing in my mind. Like, that's...
At the very least, he's not taking what I'm saying seriously.
Right.
All right, you guys gather back in the temple. You guys have done your little shopping trip.
I'm going to continue to stay outside the room. It just feels safer to have somebody watching the door.
Sure, you hand over the bags that Nine has you carrying, and he thanks you as the strange boy who helped them at the store, and he goes inside. No,
that's Reyes.
You're obviously malfunctioning. Evalina should really get her units checked out.
Oh.
Okay, let's go inside.
Sure.
As that door opens up, the cat fucking runs out the door. like the cat.
God
the door
damn it.
opens, Deno shows up, and the cat leaves.
I mean, it's good for Deno. He was allergic to cats, right?
9.1 is chasing it.
Yeah, Deno's shoes it out. Like, no, allergic to cats. Get out of my sanctum.
And I need it now.
All right. You watch Finn Bonky lets out a sigh of relief the moment Deno walks back in with nobody with him. Like, just Nine. Oh, thank God. All right. This could have gone so bad. All right. The way I'm going to handle this is I'm not super familiar with cleric spells, but I do think he has a lot of resources. But he's not like a 20th level character. I'm going to let you guys pick me 3 spells that a cleric can cast that he would be able to cast here of 6th level or lower. Tell me which ones you think he would try, and then I, as the GM, will look at them and let you know if they would tell him enough to help you, or to fix the issue, or to have him believe you in any way. Like, I'll weigh in once you've picked the 3, or we can do them in order. You can tell me what you want to do.
Hey, would you count when List is fully like possessed? Would you say that his alignment has changed?
No alignment. That's a good.
I am not going to weigh in. You have to pick it without me telling you anything about it, and we'll see if they work.
Okay, well, first level spell Ceremony, there is a part of it called Atonement. You touch one willing creature whose alignment has changed. You make a d20 wisdom save. On a successful check, you restore the target to its original alignment. That was the first thing I saw that maybe could do something. I don't know.
Coming straight in at 6th level Forbiddance. Fucking magical creatures can't, and also if you are, fuck you. Does damage to, I would say in this case, obviously, fiends. When they enter the spell area for the first time on a turn or start its turn there, it takes 5d10 radiant or necrotic.
Divination. He asks God for the answer, and God tells him. That's not even a high fight. That's a 4th level spell. Or you
could go straight up to commune, yeah, and then he gets to ask multiple questions of God.
What's your first spell?
True Seeing was the first one I said. Commune.
I'm gonna make you tell me the order too. So, like, tell me how you want us to go down.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gonna be True Seeing, and True Sight. If he can't see anything, then he'll try Commune.
Okay, I have my one.
What's your one?
Hollow.
I don't know if that'll really.
Any creature charmed, frightened, or possessed by a creature is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed upon entering the area.
Okay.
Dispel Good and Evil does that too.
It's a 5th level spell, Hollow.
Dispel Good and Evil gives you break enchantment. You touch a whatever person, and they are no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed by the creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would think that if he's standing in the area, he's just not under the effect of the possession.
No, it says no longer.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll end up working like that. But I'm cool with it if we want that to be our third. That's a good choice, yeah. We just
Insect Plague.
There's so many bugs in here.
If a swarm of locusts crawling up his ass turns him on, you know he's the devil.
Make it stop. I'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We could torture our enemies, but we can't jerk them off? Morty, what kind of people are we?
That doesn't make us any better than them.
Alright, guys. So what's our first pick? Do we know?
True Sight.
True Sight. Starting it off. Alright, that was a 6th level.
6th level, yes.
Alright, True Seeing. The spell says 1 action, touch, verbal somatic material. Definitely one of the materials he bought. Lasts for 1 hour. This spell gives the willing creature you touch the ability to see things as they actually are. For the duration, the creature has True Sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane at a range of 120 feet. True Sight. A monster with True Sight can, out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them. You perceive the original form of a shape-changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the monster can see into the ethereal plane within the same range. You watch as he pulls out from his bag of stuff that him and Nine bought, this grease. He smears it over his eyes, and with his eyes closed, he starts looking around the room, and he kind of gets rigid, but it's not when he looks at List. At first, he's sitting there like, okay, all right, well, everyone looks the same. Then he does turn to the back room of the door, and he says, someone is scrying on us.
Oh.
It would appear that List is the form that he claims to be. It is not a shape-changing devil.
Can you tell who is scrying on us?
No, it won't tell you who is scrying. It just shows an eye that is watching you. No, I cannot tell. Who would be following you?
My bastard of a father.
Now that it's been pointed out, I'm going to make everyone roll... actually, I'm going to make... Yeah, everyone roll a wisdom save. Not all of you are technically being scryed on. I'm just making you all roll.
Okay. So
Yeah,
even those of us
fishy.
that aren't in the room?
Yeah, no, Reyes, you're not in there, so no, I guess.
Wisdom save?
Do it just in case.
Okay.
It's a 19.
So wisdom save.
23.
14.
Yeah, it's a 19.
9?
Nat 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't even flash a genius that shit.
Nah, that's not even worth it. What's 4 gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, let me do Finboggy too.
Celebrate me as a person.
Alright, so he says that, You guys all, once you say it, get this the hairs on the back of your neck raised, like you feel like you're suddenly being watched. And you guys sort of shut out that thing, and he says, it's gone. Either they saw us watching, or you've shut them out.
SWAT team comes in through the skylights.
This does not prove anything other than you are being monitored. Let me prepare my next spell. What's the next spell you have in mind?
Wasn't the next one commune?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk directly to God.
Hey, when in doubt, talk to God about it.
When in doubt,
he says,
God.
well...
Thoughts and prayers, baby!
All right. Evalina, you're gonna like this one. Hold on. There are certain benefits to being a member of the highest church. And he puts his hands together and he prays for a full minute, and he casts commune, and you get... It's like watching somebody do a triple heel flip when you're into skateboarding. Oh my god, he's gonna do it! He's gonna do the 960! Oh my god!
I help. I pray with him if it helps. You know.
Sure.
A 960 is a busted face, just in case he was curious.
This is the 960.
I don't know.
It's a 900.
900.
900.
Didn't
by
you
the
play
way,
Tony Hawk in your formative years, you fucking loser?
Perpendicular to the ground, correct? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's gonna do it. No, I'd be excited to see that.
So that's the power of being
if
a
he
cleric.
fucking lands
He
that,
stuck
hell
the
yeah, it's
landing,
impressive.
yeah. Anyone can do a 900. He did a 960 and stuck
it.
Commune. You contact your deity or a divine proxy and ask them up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive an unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. In a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get no answer. The GM makes this roll in secret. So God can just get tired if you asking him fucking questions, which is real dad energy.
Stop calling me!
Yeah.
Go talk
At some
to your
point, he's
mother.
just like, get fucked.
You feel that sense
Go
that
ask your
has
mom.
disappeared from you ever since you came back to the material plane of Saint Dynac being in the room. Of this deitic figure being in the room. Roll me a religion check real quick.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
As he casts the spell.
13 plus not very much, because I remember I'm not fucking trained in it yet.
It's still gonna be like a 20 fucking 3 because it's
It's
Katie.
a 20. It's a 15. It's not a. It's a
Okay.
15. That's a normal roll.
The feeling is not the same as you had in Feywild. As he starts asking questions, you see him ask, is young Franz Liszt possessed by a devil? Saint Dynac, please. And here's a question. Do any of you fucking hear the answers?
Fucking, that's a good fucking point.
I'm trying to help him with the commune, so maybe I could.
I don't know
Sure.
why I would. Do you want me to
I'll
roll?
say Evalina hears it.
You can roll
get an
religion,
answer.
I don't know.
You get an answer back
I spent time with a priest.
that you feel more than you hear. You actually feel the answer. It's not like it's not somebody talking to you like that, but it's no, it's negative. Is Evalina possessed? No, negative. Is there anything you'd like to ask Saint Dynac, Evalina? You seem very troubled. I have one more question.
Fuck, now you put me on the spot. I gotta come up with a question.
Ask him if he visited you in the Feywild. See if the Saint Dynac's lying.
For real, because now it's like,
Yeah.
why does it feel different? It's weird that it's different.
And then tell the priest that he's worshiping the wrong god. That has never gone over poorly. Ever.
Never, not once. Yeah. Never,
Not once in the history of anything.
I think it's a great idea, personally.
Shit. So it doesn't feel like Saint Dynac.
Doesn't feel right.
Oh, man.
You had a personal moment with him in a place where the world is separated from gods, which is something that Evalina doesn't understand. Like, here on the personal plane, the only people who can touch gods are clerics. Like, everybody else just has to guess and hope for the best. Nobody can feel gods like clerics do. But there, gods can touch anybody. They can access the Feywild, and when he showed up to sort of make his presence, just that he exists, you felt his presence in a way that you've never even felt before. You could argue that you have felt it better than Deno has at this point. It doesn't feel right.
What did you do for me in the Feywild?
Has to be yes or no.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, okay. Hold on. Are you the one that helped me in my conversation with King Roy.
Sorry, Ryan loved that. Loved Ryan's face there.
It's great because I was gonna suggest Roy, but she added King, which is all right. I'll take it.
It adds to it.
This flooding warmth fills the room, and you get a resounding yes. Of course, it was me. Just like that, the feeling goes away. Commune ends, and you sit there for a second, and Deno is like, well,
High Priest Deno, there is no King Roy.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I told you my story, and I told you the name of the people. Roy was not the king.
Well, yes, I assumed that you were bringing up something you had not. What are you saying to me, Evalina? That Saint Dynac is lying?
No, I'm saying that wasn't Saint Dynac. I'm saying that whatever is in between us and God is interfering.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion, and I'm gonna say that Mitch is right. This sort of a conversation usually doesn't go well. It will be at disadvantage.
I just rolled a nat 20. What do you mean?
It's gotta be.
Fuck you!
God, Mitch, she's on your team, but
she's 17.
She's on your team.
She's
Flash of Genius.
20 and a
Flash of Genius is a 21.
Fuck you.
Flash of Genius.
17 and it's plus 4, so it's 21 plus my fucking persuasion, which is plus 8. 29.
Fuck you.
Look. Deno starts shaking his head. He looks at you with like sad eyes, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Evalina. Please leave Inquisitor list here, and I will have to follow up with you later." And he starts to write this note down, and he's just writing this. Is like, please don't take this the wrong way, Evalina. I know that the Inquisitor school is hard on people. It's difficult. You're not the first one who's cracked under the pressure. Do you understand? So I'm going to try to help you, but I need you to leave this poor man with me. And he leaves you a note, and he hands it to you, and he's like, and I will come see you at your mother's house, soon.
Will you try one more thing for me? I don't know if it'll work, but...
What is it, Evalina?
Can you hallow the ground?
We are in a church. It's already hallowed.
Until it is dispelled.
You want me to re-hallow the entire church?
Just this room.
Oh. Okay, that's much more expensive. It would still take time. It takes me 24 hours to hallow ground.
I will return with him in 24 hours. And
in the meantime, please, go home.
I hope my trust in you proves a good choice. And that eventually you have your trust in me.
Evalina, it's the things you are bringing here are just simply insane. Please, go home, get some rest.
I am taking Litz with me.
He's coming with us.
No. I believe that this man may have been abused by you, and it isn't his best interest and yours to let me hold him.
No.
In the meantime, take that prescription I gave you and go get it filled.
No.
Please, just...
No.
It's...
Mine's gonna draw.
It's very important that you take a look at that prescription and get it filled.
I look at the prescription.
It says, you're being scried on. If you're right, it's not safe to talk here. Meet me at the Old Durkite Church tonight.
I'm not getting this prescription filled. And you know what? Fuck you!
Oh, Evalina, you don't mean that.
I do. I hate you. And I literally get my stuff. And I go to leave.
I'm gonna make my own camp.
9 picks up list.
He says, you leave him.
9. Just, you know what they do with Inquisitors, right?
No. He's coming with us.
I go up to 9. I
And
cup
he-
her face.
and you,
I cup her
sir.
face in my hands. And I go, do you remember the lesson about being petty? This is our storm out time, okay? Trust me.
Petty for Jesus.
Petty for Jesus.
Fuck.
9 storms out.
All right.
Point 1, I whisper to her as we walk
You
out.
break all of the marble on the way out.
I do. I'm not stepping gingerly, and we're fucking breaking that shit.
Not the stonework. No.
Yeah, fuck
He's
you,
gonna
Dad.
spend hours on mending.
Fuck.
Hours.
Shit. Mending's a wizard spell. All right. You guys leave the church. Yes? You guys are standing out front. Finnbog's like, well, that was a proper fucked moment. That did not go according to plan, did it?
I hand Finnboggy my prescription, and I go, my prescription, Finnboggy, perhaps you can make some use of the medicine?
Oh, yeah, I know this medicine. This looks you right fucked up. All right.
Wait, what?
He hands everyone the note that lets him know that your persuasion check was effective. He believes something is off, but he also has seen through the spells you chose. He didn't get to do the third one, but the spells you chose have shown him that something is up. You guys are being watched. He didn't want to continue the conversation as it was, and if she's right about something being wrong in the church, he doesn't want to do it here anymore.
I just broke all that tile. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, we should get off the streets and go home.
Absolutely beautiful, Nine, and I thank you so much for trusting me.
I have to go fix it.
We can fix it tomorrow.
Let's go.
It's a church.
Well, all right.
I desecrated a church.
I will point out that if we're keeping up appearances, we do need to go buy your medicine. Let's go back to that. You went with them to an apothecary, Nine?
Yeah.
Let's go make a trip over there, and we'll head to you. Wherever we go next.
Can I fix it first? Please, can I fix it?
No.
He won't be mad. He'll understand.
Let's go. We still have to find a table.
Let's go to the apothecary and buy something fun.
Okay.
I've had such an awful day.
Okay.
Adaru shows up, apparently. That was a hello, right? I'm not imagining that?
Yeah.
All right.
No, that was a hello.
Just walking up the street, bold as fucking brass, wasting my time and everyone else's is Adaru. Adaru is here.
I give him the head nod point, the point to go with your head, like, come on. And we fucking start moving.
All right.
Because I too know where we're going.
You guys drop off the apothecary, you make a show of buying some stuff. You don't actually have to. But
I will be buying something fun.
But as you walk out and you go down another street, heading away, where is it that you guys plan on going next? You're gonna go home, or?
Yeah, I was told to go to my house. If there's a Unifone store on the way, I might stop and buy one.
Speaking of which, as you walk by, you see a brand new pop-up shop advertised recently. Welcome to the Yun store, in big bold letters, lit up on the street, and you see somebody outside going, "Excuse me, would you be interested in a new Unifone? Now no longer owned by just military and privacy members. You can buy one too. If you get in, I get a commission, and the phone is free."
I would like to protest. Wait, who is this? Just a store worker?
It's just a guy out front trying to get... You know how when you're walking through the Costco or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
There's always some dude trying to sell you a phone? It's him. It's that guy.
Because I wanted it to be the same.
How is the Unifone free?
I'm so glad you asked. Come on in and we'll set you up with a new plan.
Answer my question.
Well,
you think I'm poor? Is that what it is?
No, ma'am. Sorry, no Inquisitor. I didn't think you actually needed one. I was talking to your friends.
I do seem to have broken mine, but I think I will get another one from requisitions. Because I don't understand how a Unifone could be free.
That's actually a new program. And to be honest, it's not free. Like, the phone is free, which allows for communication, but you also sign up for various helpful, we're calling them apps. You can get on your Yunstone, you can get Yunbone, Yunfoam, Yunforum, Yunform, Yunprone, Yuncone, Yuntone, Yundome, Yunhone, Yundrone, Yuncrone, Yunhome, you name it. There's like a whole list here. It would take me all day to tell you, but there are a million apps, and the apps are monthly fees.
Why is that the thing that you write?
What is Yuncone?
The last word doesn't need to be right. I love it.
We've got Yun Broom. It's an app that'll allow you to cast the spell Prestidigitation in a way that cleans up your area. People love that one. Housewives love that one. There's a lot of cool apps that will give you.
This is a decent pitch.
Tools for your life.
Sir? Sir?
Yeah?
Do you like working for the Yun store?
It pays the bills. No. Sorry. Yes, I love working for Apotheosis and the Yun Company.
I'm just saying, that I have my own phone that I've been working on.
Sure.
And you come and help me instead, and I won't suck so hard.
Does yours have apps?
Yes.
Yoon machine gun.
Roll deception.
Yoon lightning bolt. Yoon
And
destroy bladders.
if you are interested in getting a Yoon phone, or getting Yoon phone you already have updated, you may do so here at the Yoon store. And yes, each one of these apps has a spell attached to it that you would have access to depending on what it is. There are cantrips, there are spells that you can do once per day. They all cost money, and you can just have that cantrip added to your spell list.
I rolled a
provided
16.
you have the Yoon phone on you. You rolled a 16. I don't believe that you have apps. That phone looks old, and it doesn't look like it can do nearly everything that this one can. And he holds it up, and it starts floating, and it's like pristine green glass. It's like, this one folds. Hi, welcome to Yoon phone. Here's a commercial for one of the many products that you can find through the Yoon phone right now. Hi, welcome to Yoon phone. We're excited to announce a monumental moment for Yoon phone users around the world. We want everyone to know that they can all be part of Apotheosis, as Yoon phone is now available for purchase in all primacy-controlled lands and territories. Ownership is no longer restricted to military and state personnel. Everyone can purchase a Yoon phone for the affordable price of 20 gold pieces and 13 silver. Where can you join the Apotheosis lifestyle, you may ask? Why, at the new Apotheosis store. Apotheosis stores have recently opened their doors in all major primacy cities. If you have ever wanted to be able to contact your family across the country, Yoon phone can now connect everyone, everywhere within the primacy. Hurry while supplies last. These phones won't stay on the shelves long. From the people at Apotheosis, we know what you want. We have been watching. Thank you all for your future business.
Now available with apps.
Okay, but
Can you
this
believe
one, this one has Martha technology.
Is there something wrong with your 9 unit?
No,
It is mine. It belongs to me. I have the paperwork.
Why does the 9 unit have a phone? Excuse me, why am I talking to you?
What does this one do? And Adaria points to just a random thing on the Yoon app menu. What is
look.
this one?
This one. See, this 9 phone, it does things not as good as the Yoon phone, but it's also less expensive.
Yoon Crone? What does that do?
Yeah, Yoon Crone. That's like recipes and lists for like stews and stuff. It's very cheap. If you want to add it to your Yoon phone, it's only like coppers per month. But your meals will always be better because they're sourced by real old ladies and grandmothers who have pitched in the recipes for the Yoon Crone app.
I'm trying to liken the 9 phone to an Android, so this is very good that you're shitting all over it. Thank you.
I'm doing what everybody tells me about my Android.
So you can put an old lady in your phone to cook for you?
No, you stupid man. It is thousands of old ladies.
Yes, it's an unethical. Yeah, I mean, technically, I don't know that they're all old ladies. That's just sort of the branding for it. Like, technically, if you want Yoon Crone Premium, you could even put your own recipes on the menu.
Do I just put the phone in the pot?
No.
What the fuck?
He said it cooks for us, yes?
Would you like me to tell you how it works? And he shuffles you all into the Yoon store.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is just an old Yoon phone that I jailbroke.
You what?
I 9-broke it.
Sir, that's illegal, and you do owe us the cost of your Yoon phone for basically using it incorrectly?
I am going to sue you for misgendering me right now.
Gendering? What is wrong with your unit?
You just called me a he. I am very clearly a she. Can I speak to your manager?
No.
This is a war unit that has become a companion unit. It has a spicy personality and tells a lot of jokes.
It's trying to sell me a phone.
You're trying to sell me a phone.
It is very funny.
All right.
It is enjoyable for me.
I'm a block away.
Do you want to get a phone?
with my head
I get a phone.
in my hand.
He hooks you up with a phone, and he's trying to talk you into adding any number of apps. Like I said, if you get certain apps or spells, it will basically be the price of said spell monthly.
Don't
like if
worry
you got
about
it cast by a wizard for
I'll
you.
just 9 break it for you, and you can get them all for free.
Once again, that's illegal. You know what? I'm going to leave you with an associate. I am going to go tell my supervisor.
I would like you to do so.
Yeah, let me go talk to my supervisor. And he goes into a back room and comes out a little bit.
Let's just take the phone and go. Let's just take the phone and go.
Yeah, we leave.
He comes back out smiling as you guys run down the street. He's like, hold on, I need to sign you up.
It's okay. We don't need the contract.
And they were confused by the whole thing. He's just standing there holding a phone in his hand. What are we going? Shit, fuck.
Yeah, I assume I'm still being scryed on, so I'm like, well, let's get back to my house. I will take my medicine. I hold up the bag with the medicine that I have in it. And then perhaps I will call my friend. She's a therapist, and maybe I need some help.
What is a therapist?
A person that you sit and you talk about what's going on in your mind, and they help you make sense of it.
I can be your therapist if it helps you save time.
That is an awful idea.
Can I also talk to them?
Of course. But now that I have a phone, I may call her.
Just somebody that you talk to. What is it?
They are trained to be able to help. It's okay. We're at my house. And I shuffle them into my house.
I do not go in your house. I know we're being watched.
Does Finnboggy?
Finnboggy does not. Finnboggy told you that if it comes down to going with you into her home, he would just sleep on the streets.
I do know that we're being watched at this point, right?
Yeah, I would have told you. Yeah, I would have taken you aside as we were walking and been like, and quietly been like, we're being spied on.
I nod.
I'm going to roll a D6, and on a 5 or 6, your mother's home.
Okay.
She's busy. She's not home a lot. But every day, I will essentially roll that to see if your mom is around.
Yeah.
I leave point 1 with Finnboggy.
As you enter the house, I assume you have servants. You are greeted by your butler, who you will name right now for me.
Evan.
Vincent.
All right. Evalina. You're home.
Yes. Prepare me a bath.
Hi.
Absolutely, ma'am. I thought you would be away for some time. Didn't you leave with your father only a couple days ago?
Yes. Please don't question me.
Is your father here as well?
No.
All right. Well, I will. Yes. He rings a bell.
Is my mother home?
No. She is off. She hasn't. She's away at another church. A couple days away, or at least a couple. She should be home any day now. We're not sure.
Okay. Make me a bath and prepare my room with a space for my warforged.
Whoa.
I don't know how you missed that. You are losing your eyesight, Vincent.
I did say hi.
Eileen Sport, Evalina, I recommend the stable for your warforged. It will ruin the house.
I don't see how that is my problem. I want the warforged in my room.
Your mother will not like this.
Well, then she should have been home to stop me.
All right, caught between your mother or you, roll me a persuasion check.
He uses Plater Step.
Yeah.
He's just gone. He just noped
like,
right out of that room.
I quit. It's been great working for you guys.
Love the family, ain't catching this heat.
It's a 13 plus 8, 21.
21. Yes, Evalina. I apologize.
I will tell her that it is on me, not on you.
Thank you. This way, please step softly. We've recently waxed. And he just leads you guys. He gets her bath ready, and he sets you guys up in really nice guest rooms, including 9, I assume, if you tell him to.
I told him to prepare space in my room, because my room's also really nice, and it's a slumber party.
Is everybody going to be in your room, or are you giving them separate rooms?
Averu doesn't know what's going on, and Averu just follows Evalina until she gives him instructions otherwise. Bath, dressing room, he just follows. He doesn't question shit.
I do get a guest room for Adaru, because as much as my mom's gonna be pissed that a warforged in the house, she'll be much more angry if I have a boy in my room. I'm an adult, but this is still her roof. And I did not clear it with her first.
That does check out.
Reyes does not count, huh?
Reyes isn't in the house.
I thought Reyes didn't.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. All right. Yeah. So you guys get set up.
Also, plausible deniability with Reyes.
I guess that leaves 9 and Adaru to get used to their new accommodations. What does Evalina's bedroom look like for 9?
It has a big 4-poster bed, huge, vanity filled with makeup and hair dye because I dye my hair, all the time.
What color? You said that to me before, but I didn't ask what color. What color does Evalina dye her hair?
Pastel. I think it's pastel purple, but let me double check. Oh, I didn't write it down. It's a pastel purple.
All right.
9 is going to just sit in the corner of the room in like a ball. You know, like how people like hug their knees, because I'm trying to not break everything. As I have broken things as I've gone, I have been casting mending behind me.
9 is very familiar with material and like what stuff that's considered expensive, and everything in this house is made out of wood and stone that you recognize as being very pricey. There's nothing here that is not expensive.
Evalina, I don't know if I should be hidden here.
This is what I want you to be, with me.
I don't want to ruin all your things and get you in trouble. I'm trying to cast mending, but I don't know how many times I can do this.
It is okay. I'd much rather have you with me than put you in stable. You don't belong there. You are a person, right? That's how you see yourself?
Yeah.
Then people stay inside.
They do. Okay.
All right.
Is Eru eyeing the stables longingly through the window?
I take a bath after dyeing my hair. I show 9 how to help me dye my hair. Then I bathe after so that it gets all of the dye off my head. And I make a phone call to Avon.
Okay. Hello, Avon Birchburn. How can I help you?
Avon, it's me.
Evalina?
Yes. I seem to be having a lot of issues mentally, and I really need your help. I don't know where else to turn. I don't want to spend too much time in my church, because I could be cast out for the way that my mind is twisting. And please, I need your help.
Yeah, anything. What? Sorry, you've never taken what I do very seriously. What, I guess start from the beginning, Evalina.
Just please meet me at my home.
I will be there as soon as I can.
Of course.
Is that your therapist friend?
Yes. I have some people here that I think you would like to see as well.
Can I talk to you too?
She'll be here soon, I say with a smile.
Okay.
This is before or after your bath?
This is after my bath.
Sure. Adaru, what are you up to real quick? Touch.
Adaru just follows Evalina around until she tells him to stop.
Which was, I imagine, around the time of the bath.
Yeah, I was like, go to your room, homie. Like,
she goes into the bath and Adaru just follows her and she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know.
Adaru, there is a room. You can go there. Just, can you wait for me to take my bath? I will not be disrobing in front of you.
Why not?
Because it's improper.
Why? We all have a body.
Get the fuck out, please.
Aye. And the Daryl leaves.
That interaction happened, and then you called Avon, and another hour goes by, and the bell rings to your house. And Vincent, kind of comes back, and he says, Evalina, there is a tiefling, here, inquiring about you.
Name?
A High Inquisitor, Zildjian. You know that's the head of the watch.
Would anyone have seen them approaching from outside?
Yeah, around the time that this happens, you guys do notice that your phones go off, and Finnboggy's like, heads up.
That's 9 to jump out the window.
No, just stay here. I will go down and I will handle him.
Yeah, I have a feeling me and Finnboggy are in very similar places, and this feels like, and this guy coming in feels like a sign, if not a symbol of something. So,
yeah, thank you.
I will go handle him.
As you open the door to your front, standing facing away from you and turning to face you, not many people stand shoulder to shoulder with Evalina Chopin or her family. It's very tall people. He is taller than you, and he has a very dark red skin tone, his horns poking out from under his helmet. He is stocky and has a well-kept beard. Sitting next to him on the ground, panting, is a very large hound. And he turns and he just looks at you and he says, Evalina Chopin.
Your horns look lovely. You must give me the name of the wax.
Certainly. I apologize for this inconvenience, but I am following up due to some strangeness that happened at the gates.
Yes, Inquisitor List is in the hands of the high priests for healing.
As he said the word gates, there is the voice in the back of your head that sort of echoes it in this weird...
The Keeper of Gates.
And it's like a recognition of this figure. Yes, that is my first question, thank you. I was not aware that an Inquisitor was coming into the city, let alone two. Last I heard, you were both in Santos, which is so strange.
It's very interesting how our job is so important, and how quick we must be, and swift, to get it done. I thank you for following up and checking with me, but I am okay. I am actually having a Inquisitor friend Inquisition adjacent friend coming to join me soon, or else I'd invite you in and entertain you.
Oh, well, no. I don't have that kind of time, Evalina. I do appreciate the invitation, though. I'm sure that it would be quite lovely.
The next time we're all back home, I would love to have you over for dinner.
Is your father back as well? I understand he left with you.
Unfortunately, my father had more business to attend to before returning, but he does know that I have returned. Grand High Inquisitor Chopin is aware of my mission.
Oh, absolutely. I am not inquiring on your inquiries. He takes off his helmet and he holds it to his chest. I am merely checking in on a fellow Inquisitor. Is Inquisitor List all right?
He fell, but I think with everything going on, he will be okay. Thank you, Keeper of the Gates.
He gets taken aback by you using that name. Roll a persuasion check.
Can I also do an insight?
Sure.
Yeah. My insight is high.
Which one are you doing first?
My insight's first. Hold on. I scrolled really far to find my hair color. My insight is a 22, and my persuasion is a 24. These are my things. I just keep doing good at my things.
You see, he nods his head at you, and before I tell you your insight, he says, As I said, I am not trying to inconvenience you, breaker of walls. And he gives you a knowing look in the eyes. I'm merely following up on strangeness, as is my duty.
What was my insight, though?
It's a little complicated, because on the one hand, his job is to follow up on anything strange. That's his job. He literally makes sure that he's basically, in charge of immigration. Like, he is the guy.
He's like the guy who keeps the gates.
Bro.
Yeah, he is the one who's supposed to follow up and make sure that this sort of thing that you're doing does not happen. And he has the power to look into anybody. Like High Inquisitor or not, this is the capital of Bree. He can ask any questions he wishes. But that last statement that you did with him, it sounded like he's, what's the term? Reverent.
Yeah, like my devil is higher than his devil.
Yes.
There's orders to this shit.
Subordinate.
Yeah, subordinate. And he nods to you and gives you that look in the eyes, calls you that name that no one should know, and puts his helmet back on his head. Once again, I'm merely following up on any inconsistencies. I do apologize. I do like to be thorough. And I would love to have that dinner another time.
That whole exchange, I have like a very strong face on, like not quite an intimidation, but just, like, I know I'm the shit and I know what I'm doing, so, but also not like rude. But then it breaks when he says that, and I kind of switch to a soft, like, it'll be such a pleasure to host you. Until next time,
Lovely.
High Inquisitor.
Yeah, he bangs his hand on his chest, gives you the salute, nods in a bow, and then he turns to his dog, Sabian, come. And the dog and him walk down. He waves another trainee who's been watching all this from below, who just gives like an awkward wave as he gets swept up by the guy and walks away.
All right, I'll hand it to you this one time, breaker of walls that was helpful.
We want the same things. You'll figure that out eventually.
I didn't know you had such a penchant for purple hair. And I walk back inside.
Hey Tavern Goers! Thanks again for listening to Torchlit Tavern. Today's tale featured Mitchell Travis as Atheru, Jeffrey Lisk as Raysk, Ryan Santos as Number 9, Katie Mischief as Evalina Chopin, and Jameson Oxford as the Dungeon Master. Check the show notes to find where you can follow us on social media. Or email us with any of your most pressing questions at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can also find our entertainers on the streets of twitch.tv/torchlittavern, yelling obscenities at passersby. If you enjoyed our tale, you can tip your storytellers as you leave the tavern, which you can do via patreon.com/torchlittavern or at ko-fi.com/torchlittavern. Every little bit helps, and those who tip well and often can find themselves privy to an extra story or two, jokes, or maybe even a bit of hidden lore. Our story continues to grow all the time, and though we have no designs on a vast empire, your help is always appreciated.
Our theme music for this campaign was designed by the bard, Brett Eagleston. Get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find links for all his projects by following Bread Eagles on Twitter. This episode was edited and produced by Jameson Oxford and Ryan Santos. Other music and sound effects are provided by Epidemic Sound with help from freesound.org.
And if you should find yourself surrounded by eager ears and attentive listeners, remember to tell good stories.